Well, hello there. We are Geeks Assembled, and today me and Susan are discussing a video nasty.
Join us, join us, join us.
This this movie we're talking about was released in 1981. I know in my country, the UK, we didn't get to see it until about 1983 because it was banned. Was it banned in the US?
Nope.
No. This is why we call it over here video nasty.
Uh-huh.
Um, we are talking Sam Raimi's the original The Evil Dead.
Yep.
With, of course, Mr. Bruce Campbell as Ash. Um, the first time we ever see Ash, I suppose. This was based on a short film that Raimi made. I think was it called Into the Woods or something. And then they readapted it for The Evil Dead. Um, Story of teenagers going on vacation in the woods, into this little small abandoned hut, and all hell breaks loose. And that's the sort of main story of it, really.
Yeah.
After they find the Book of the Dead, uh, reading passages out of it's not very good, I should say. So, and it is a gore fest.
Uh-huh.
And the effects in this are early effects.
Mm-hmm.
So they do look a bit dated now, but back then they were top notch. So we'll go over to Susan and for our opening thoughts on The Evil Dead.
All right. Well, I know that this is timely because there seems to be another group that's doing this story right now. And I did when it came out, I did enjoy the TV show. That was that Ash versus Evil Dead TV show. I just loved that one so much. I mean, it's really about three girls and two guys in a hut in the middle of the forest, and there's Linda, Shelley, Cheryl, and Scott, and Ash Williams. And the only reason we know Ashley Williams, the whole thing, is because he goes on to be his character becomes just this ginormous sort of presence in a bunch of these stories. He's just amazing. And so he eventually loses his hand and gets a chainsaw attached to his hand as an extra appendage, and so that's fun. But that doesn't happen in this one. In this one, he barely survives with his life. None of the other people that he went to the woods with survived.
Well, I think it was intended to be a one-off movie.
Yeah.
And he was at the last scene of him where it comes rushing out the hut and it's right up to his face. I think we all expected him to be dead. And I think maybe Sam Raimi thought that as well. But the fans
maybe. And he, and the book, the fact that they burned the book and then they found different copies of the book or whatever, that in future movies or TV shows, that was amazing. But this one was, this book was truly gruesome, and the fact that you could tell it was the cover was like skin. I mean, like they did a really good job with the book. And you could see that I mean, they didn't know how to read the writing, and so they also had one of those plot moments was when they discovered the tape deck and brought the tape deck upstairs, which was a real machine, which, you know, very few people even know how to operate right now because of it's been such an antique device or a radio device, you know, unless you worked at a radio station, you won't have used that anytime in the past 40 years, actually. So it was so old school. And yeah, so when the guy who's on the tape starts reciting the book, yeah, that's when all hell breaks loose. But you could tell it was already starting. I mean, the swing was beating hard against the door and just stops the minute they unlock the door.
Yeah.
Yep, you could tell that there was a lot going on in that forest before they got there. That those were not quiet spirits or quiet, you know, goblins or something, whatever they are.
Demons.
Demons. Anyway, it was fantastic. It was like, and I love how the forest itself became an enemy of one of their enemies, especially the way it was it attacked, what was it, Teresa, as she walked out and she got sort of tied to the ground by all the branches and stuff. That was
Oh, yeah,
for
Shelley, yeah.
Shelley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Teresa's name, yeah.
So, oh yeah, Shelley, yeah. And oh, I'm sorry, the actress's name, I don't know. Is the actress's name Shelley or
No,
Sarah?
the
Sarah
character,
York? I don't know. Forget about it. I can't tell. But anyway, that one that was incredibly raw and it was horrible. And that was like something
it was literally a rape scene, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah.
And it was done, it was a lot of that stuff was taken out of that and put into anime. Um, Anime does a lot of that sort of uh, thing, and then what is it? Is it Linda in the basement with her you know, crusty hands reaching up all the time through, and like, and how powerful these ladies become when they get sort of full of those demons. It's just amazing. Cheryl saying, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
I think it's Cheryl in the basement, isn't it?
So Cheryl's in the basement and Linda's, I don't know. Okay. And Scott, you know, you think that he was almost going to just die without having any sort of uh demonic response, but then he got that demonic response, and my gosh, it was so intense. And and then Ash finds the shotgun, the single shot shotgun, and it only works once. And then the demons figure that out too. Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to pass it back to you because I'm just rambling here. I'm just getting weirder and weirder as long as the day goes on.
Well, for me, this movie, I mean, it's a cult classic. It is a cult classic. But it's very dated now. As I said in the intro, the special effects is dated. When you see all the bodies rotting away, you can see it's plasticine,
Mm-hmm.
modeling clay.
Uh-huh.
But for me, what makes this is it makes a simple story. If you know the demonic possession, survive the night. That's the story. But it's the camera work in this is quite amazing because
Yeah.
it's not just a straightforward camera work in front of the actors. It's behind the actors, upside down behind the actors. It's
Running
going
through the forest.
through the forest, through the house. Amazing camera work.
Yeah.
And so it just it brings the atmosphere of the movie a lot, makes it a lot darker.
Yeah.
I mean, where it's a typical horror movie where it's they won't let us go, they won't let us leave, we're trapped, the bridge is down,
Yep.
we can't escape. Um, all the old tropes, but as you say, this is Bruce Campbell creating Ash.
Yeah. Which becomes one of his most long-lived and beloved characters.
Yeah, I mean, even his girlfriend in this movie returns in the TV series for a couple of episodes.
It's true, and that was just like,
Huh?
what?
What? But
Wow. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I mean, I would have tried to kill that woman who was just laughing all the time. That was horrendous.
I know, especially the little kid voice that she was using.
I mean, that it did make me laugh. The where she's sat at the door and just laughing. So the camera's behind her, and you get Ash just going whack, whack, trying to stop her laughing, and all she keeps doing is laughing. Oh man, it's great. But you can see why this back then it was banned in the UK because some of the scenes
I
were
know.
were a bit grotesque.
Yeah. But I
But
mean, it wasn't like rated X or anything here. It was just like a rated R movie.
today's it's an 18 now. You see, this
Oh,
is
it
why.
is. So that would be rated X in the
Yeah.
US.
So,
I don't know.
but yes, it's two more sequels after this.
Yeah.
I think the second one it started to bring in the comedy element.
No, there's plenty funny moments in this.
Yeah, but in the second movie, the comedy takes the forefront of the movie. It is just,
Oh,
but this
okay.
I don't agree with the comedy bit stuff in this. Yeah, there is bits in it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, like the book, like the chains, like on the door,
mm,
on the trap door into the floor, and I mean, like,
two comedy moments in this for me, and each time it happened to Ash both times. He gets thrown across the room into some shelving,
oh yeah,
and the
that
shelving
was
the shelving falls on top of him, and it's only lightweight shelving, but he's struggling to get out of the shelving, and it happens again later on in the movie.
I
Going
know.
to, he can't get. I think, well, just pick it up, move it.
Yep,
But
that was definitely
and the makeup for 1981, it was
was
quite good.
incredible.
Yeah, the eyes of the demons, and just the milky
Yeah,
eye.
milky eyes, and then the skin and the washing of blood. I mean, there's so much blood everywhere. Oh my gosh,
I mean that
that was amazing. And then
that scene where she sticks a pencil into the woman's ankle.
yeah,
I mean, that just looks so realistic.
Yep.
We all know it was special effects, but
Yeah. But it looked real. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Anything else?
And the fact that when they keep getting hit and beat up and thrown against walls, he gets all especially Ash, he gets all these great big huge bruises on his face, and you can tell that they're going to be really nasty bruises.
Yeah.
I mean, good stuff, good makeup. I mean, really good makeup. Like, makeup should have won an award. Um and the other thing that was really great was the there wasn't a lot of that uh I mean, even though these were couples plus one, they're two couples plus one,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of that normal teenage sexism. Like the women aren't sort of kowtowed. There's just like a nice sort of equality in this. And the and the I mean, everybody except for Ash. I mean, Ash is the only one who never gets hurt, and in most of these things, except for eventually he loses an arm. But I mean, he doesn't die, and like everybody else dies. All these other people around him are all dying, and and
Just don't make friends with Ash.
yeah, and that. And you're not supposed to pick up and read that book, but they always do.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's like that as well. When the windows all smashed and all. I'll just stick my head out here and have a look round outside. In pitch blackness.
Who does that?
One of the true horror movie moments of that, isn't it? Stick together. Don't go wandering off on your own.
Right?
I'll just go wandering. But yeah, it's great fight scenes as well.
Yeah.
Um, that where he buries the woman in the ground.
And then she comes back up and kicks his ass. Yes. That's not the way this is supposed to work. Once they go in the ground, they're supposed to stay there. And that's what they were thinking with all of all of them, all the bodies.
I mean, so even when she was decapitated, she was still
So
laughing.
fighting. I
Blood
know.
all over
How
the face,
annoying.
so anything else you want to say about the Evil Dead?
Sam Raimi, Ivan
Mm.
Raimi, and what's the other Raimi? Ted Raimi. Amazing. I really like the Raimi brothers. And I like how they're all in this in like some form or another. And I like how Sam Raimi like has captured sort of a thing that will be rehashed and redug all the way through till the Saw movies. I mean, like, this is really sort of like the beginning point. Like, it opens up all this new territory in terms of, you know, Wrong Turn, Cabin in the Woods. All of these movies just basically rehash the stuff that Evil
Well,
Dead did.
in Evil Dead, when they go down into the cellar, did you notice what was on the cellar wall?
What you're gonna have to tell me, because I don't know what you're referring to.
It was a movie poster.
For what?
The hills have eyes.
The hell's that? Yep.
So, so that was a little nod to what do you call him? Oh, I forgot his name now. Wes Craven, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a little nod to him. Um, but
Darn
as
right.
you say this opened the doors to every sort of movie what you've mentioned, and only just this year we've got a new Evil Dead movie
Is
out.
it a reboot or what is it?
Uh, it's not. No, it was it called Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, okay. So it's a future story or whatever.
Yeah, and Ash is not in it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's sad. I
there
like him.
again, there again, he wasn't really in the reboot
He
in
wasn't?
2013, apart from a cameo end credit.
Okay. I haven't seen all of them. Sorry. I've just seen the TV show and this movie now. But here I go. I'm now that I've started watching them, I'm gonna watch all the rest of the movies.
Well, the third say that the second movie sort of is back at the cabin and sort of forgets things what's happened in the first movie.
Well,
Uh,
that's the trouble with movies that they need to just do the same thing over again.
and then in the third movie, Ash time travels
Nice.
because it's
Because it
all
isn't that called the
medieval dead.
the Kingdom of Darkness or something?
Called it's called Medieval Dead, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah, I liked it. Uh
Mm.
Okay, I take that back then. I have seen that one. And
And
that's the one where Ash is fighting the horde and he's got this great big gun similar to the one in the first movie, but it's actually like a double barreled or triple barreled shotgun, and he goes, this is my boomstick. And
well,
see, I
great fun.
think that if you're so badass that you have a chainsaw as a hand and you've got a triple barreled shotgun and you don't need a fucking AR-15. Okay, you don't need a fucking AR-15. You don't need a fucking assault rifle to cause havoc. Stop that. Oh god. Okay, all you need is a fucking boomstick. Damn it.
I mean, also as well, Ash still lives on in, as you say, the TV series and even comics as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
The
It'd
TV
be
series is great. I mean, it's 2 seasons long, and I mean, it's
three
funny.
three
Three
seasons.
seasons, 3 seasons long, and it's funny. It's really really brutal. It's really really eerie, and it's got a great ensemble cast. And there's all sorts of.
And it was a shame that they cancelled it.
It was a shame that they
In
canceled
my
it.
opinion, in my opinion, they didn't really give it a good ending.
No, they didn't.
They
Did
could
they?
have could have done one more season just to finish it all off, but no, these networks.
And that was a Netflix one or whatever.
Um, no, I don't think it was. It was it AMC or something
Oh,
like that?
it was AMC. Okay.
Oh no, Star. Was it Stars?
Stars. Okay.
Could have been one of those.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, Anything else you want to say about the Evil Dead before we go to final scene score? Then.
Um, I feel really bad that he gave her this beautiful necklace with a little magnifying glass on it,
Oh,
and
what
and
an attempt! What an attempt to drag that book across with that little thing.
yeah, but I mean, like, it was so sad because he gave it to her and then he had to bury her, and he buried her without it because he just wanted to hold on to her. And I mean, wow, that's why you love to love Ash, because Ash is a sensitive, sentimental old guy, and he's not opposed to showing love. And so
And he's not a clever guy either.
he's not clever, but
He's not got a high IQ.
no, but he's a sensitive and sentimental sort. And so that necklace was I mean, what a gesture. And his little box had 2 hearts on it, and she was like, I mean, she had just watched her friend get brutally. Oh my gosh! I mean, he was trying to make it okay, and then it wasn't okay for her because she got fucking killed, so dead. And then all of a sudden, he's burying her, and there it is, sitting on the ground. Oh my gosh! Yes, sensitive, sentimental old Ash. Mm.
Uh,
Anyway, that's really all I have to say to end this podcast, or to transition to the next part of it. Anyway,
okay, so what's your final saying score then?
10 uh skin covered books of the dead out of 10, and yeah, just more. I'm gonna watch more of these because these are great, and Ash is a great character. I really like him as a character. He's got a lot of different parts to him that are pretty different and pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, that's my bit. How about you, Lee? What would you give it out of 10?
I wouldn't go as high as you,
Oh, okay.
but it's still an enjoyable film. But for me, it's rather dated now. Um,
Oh, okay.
so for that, I'm going to give it a 8.5.
No, okay.
An 8.5 pencils in the ankle. Um,
Ah,
oh,
cringe. Oh, Jesus,
but
that's cringe.
it's still an enjoyable movie. But once you get into the second movie,
Mhm.
you'll see why the second movie is regarded
That's the
high
best.
the best. Yeah.
Oh no, really? Okay, that's great. I'll try and watch it soon.
The more of the comedy element.
Shall we plan for a podcast of the second one then?
Oh, sometime in the near future, maybe near
Okay,
Halloween.
so Lee, I'm just really grateful that we started down this series, because this is, I mean, uh I know that there's a lot in this, and it is enjoyable. Really enjoyable watching these. So good for
Well,
us. And
we can review anything.
yep, good for
when the,
us. Good
when the
for
links
us.
when the links work. Um,
Or when the DVDs show up on time.
that's true. Yeah.
I would have a DVD if I would have gotten in on time there. Oops.
Well, you should have borrowed mine. You should
Uh-huh.
have. So yeah, that's our little review of the original The Evil Dead. If you guys have seen it, what do you think to it? What did you think to the reboot? Um, you know, leave a comment. Leave a comment below as well if you'd like to join the group.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Join us.
yeah,
Join us. Join us.
we we'd like to
Join us.
we'd like to see some new faces because at the moment I think Susan's going to get carried away and locked up.
Join
Um,
us.
you see what I mean? This is what I've got to put up with. Has your meds kicked in yet, dear?
Join us.
Yes, I think she's run out of the meds. Yeah, so if you like to join us, we're on all the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, and all that, YouTube. Um, when we say YouTube as well, please press the bell notification button if you subscribe to us, and you'll get notified every time we put up a video. You've got to be 18 because some things we discuss are 18 rated, as
Apparently.
as this movie is. Um, just have a PC or a laptop or a tablet or a mobile phone with a working camera and microphone, and you're good to go. So I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Where's hold on? She's driving me to drink. So until next time, we'll be seeing you. Stay safe. Don't go venturing into those woods alone, because you might find Susan.